Okay, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Episode number 16. Yes, how awesome is that? Today we have a beautiful Monday. As usual, every day is beautiful. On Monday, maybe a little less when you have to go to work. Fridays are a little bit more beautiful than Mondays. But I guess it's up to debate. Anyways, welcome everyone today. Hello, Rudo Brody. Hey, welcome back to the stream. So good to have you back. Awesome. How's your day today? I know I'm repeating myself. I hope sehr good, as usual, and no night shifts. Looks like we are live on Twitch and YouTube. It would seem so, and I hope audio is good as well. All right. Oh yeah, that sucks. I'm on leave today, so that's good for me, I guess. Yeah, anyways, welcome back. Today, as usual, we have some shit to do. And last Friday, we were working on this little thing, which is this was supposed to be a potentiometer to allow us to be able to dial the sensitivity of infrared, which is over here. I know it's not that visible, but today I have something to show you. I did some work over the weekend, so I can finally show some things. So it's not just cat today. Today I have some like real things to show you. So take a look. So I managed to print over the weekend the shell for our keyboard, which looks like this. So this the white bottom is my fake RGB that I was too lazy to route. Well, actually, it's, as I mentioned before, it's good I didn't do anything about it because in the end this keyboard has to be changed anyway. But as I am short on keyboards this time around because one of my keyboards vanished, let's call it this way. I am very happy that it vanished because someone else is using it, and it makes me very happy knowing that it's not only me using the keyboard. The keyboard hasn't come back in like a month or maybe even more than that. So this gives good vibes for the future. It means it's rather useful. And the person that switched to it was a normal QWERTY staggered row user. So it was a complete overhaul and total distraction to the muscle memory. But it's doing fine, and I've seen keyboard in use, so this makes me very happy. Yeah, but since one of my keyboards is gone and I have an older prototype, I have a newer prototype, and one issue was that I had to, if I want to change something on one keyboard, then I had to change the same thing on the older prototype, then I had to change the whole firmware because they were not that much compatible. So yeah, I think it's time to get rid of the old ones. Out with the old, in with the new, I guess this is how we say. So yeah, we'll be building this in the next few streams. I have both left and right. This is right part, this is left part. It has some latest tweaks, if I remember correctly. I remember I messed up this. This part is a USB socket. So I was hoping that hot glue will hold it, and this is something for you, Rudo Brody, that glue is not always the answer. So I was hoping that if I just put a lot of glue over here, and then it will be able to hold the socket, but no, that wasn't the case. So when I was pulling out the cable that connects both halves, I would usually take out the whole socket with it, and all the wires would be sticking out. So I did a narrow opening, so now it shouldn't be possible to rip it out, and there's also a limiter on this side, and I think if I add some glue, it should be okay when I am pushing it in. Yeah, but what I would like to show you is this thing. So this is the infrared sensor. On the right side there's only one. On the left side there are two actually. One is under the thumb and one is under the pinky over here. Okay, it's switched, but that's fine, you can still see it anyway. So the issue with this infrared is that it's very difficult to have a good sensitivity on it. Like if I just add a resistor that I calculated, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not okay, and you have to swap various resistors to find a good value that will work okay. But I came up with an idea to use these small potentiometers. I think I can take it out of the plastic. Yeah, these little fellas. Of course, keyboard wasn't designed to work with them, so I had to figure out a workaround. So on the last stream we were trying to solder it like this. Initially we tried, there's supposed to be a surface mount resistor over here, but it didn't really stick to the potentiometer. There is not enough surface to connect the leg of the potentiometer to the resistor, and it came off shortly after I soldered it in. So that was a no-go. So then I was trying to print something that will help me align it. And of course, I've made more mistakes than good decisions along the way. So I had to do it off stream. So in the end, I came up with this. And this is supposed to help with mounting these potentiometers together with these resistors. So it goes like this. I can put the potentiometer inside. Then I put the screws in. This one is already soldered in, so I'm not gonna do anything about it. But this is how I align it. So I had it fixed in a fixed position, and then all I needed to do is to cut the resistor to a certain length to be able to connect from the pad to the leg. And with this one, I can design the bottom plate in the same way. And then when I'm finished with the keyboard and I put the bottom plate, this opening should be in the same place, in the same spot. So it should be easy to have it fixed. And I hope it's gonna allow me to put the bottom plate without any issues. It's gonna align with this potentiometer. So yeah, but as I said, on the other half there are two. So I had to do the other one as well, and this one is not yet soldered. So this is how it looks like with the screws on. So as you can see, the potentiometer is here and the resistor is missing. But on this side we will have to use this the bottom pads, because this is the anode for the infrared. So I will use it to connect here, and then from the central leg I will connect to the anode. I mean, we will start from this point. This is the voltage pad, the first one. We will go to this leg, and then from the center leg we can move on to the anode. So yeah, this is how it looks like, more or less. But it's now it's too early to attach these, because we'll be flipping the board left and right, and they're kind of wobbly, I would say. So I decided to do it like the last thing when we will be soldering. So today we will be working on the PCBs mostly. No CAD, I promise. I hope not. So this is the right side. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave this as it is. I hope it won't come off. Yeah, welcome, no problem. I hope you'll be satisfied this time around. So we do have some soldering action today. Yeah, so last time I did put some solder on the pads mostly, and one side for the diodes. So today I was thinking maybe I can salvage some parts from the other keyboard. Definitely I would like to take out the I2C expander, which goes here. I'm not quite sure about the diodes. It's kind of cheap element. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna take more time to desolder it or if I should go like this. Well, we see how it goes. If I have no issues with the I2C expander, then maybe we'll do the diodes as well. Let's not commit to the waste. But if there's something wrong, it's like two dirty legs will stick together or anything, I guess I will just drop it and we can move on and just use all the new parts. Okay. So I will put the PCB away for a second. So we have to bring our patient. Where is it? Okay, there it is. That's a junky little fella. So let's start and take out all the switches. I mean all the keys. Yeah, this one also has these are quite nice. Otemu Peach, very quiet, very soft. I like them a lot. But I have found better ones. They are called Otemu Crystal Blue or something like that. I will show you when we'll be soldering them in. These are my new favorite ones. And I will be able to show you why this keyboard is so weird in terms of soldering it, how the keys are actually wired, since the PCB is so low. Keycap puller, a must-have item if you're doing anything with keyboards, even if you're not building them, and just swapping keys, must-have. I think I also have a print finished, just I can't see it. I did the holder for the ball, for the trackball. I mean, this one will fit, but it's not the same color, because this one is with RGB and I have a transparent layer over here, and the new one has no RGB, so I just made a white 16 layers, I guess, 3.2 millimeters. All right, I think I can remove this. Where is my favorite screwdriver? Okay, won't do. So let's try manual. I need a smaller bit, maybe. Question is, do I have any smaller bits? Let's take a look. Something like this. Okay, looks like this might fit. Okay, and off you go. Well, actually, this is trash anyway. I'll just drop it there for a second. Okay, so this one I can reuse, and this is a trap. So if the bearing ball falls down, this is meant to trap it, otherwise it will just fall all the way down over here, and it's very difficult to take it out with all those wires there and all this stuff. Okay, yeah, and I think for this build I have a second sensor from AliExpress. Let me know if you want to see it being desoldered like last time on stream, if you want to see me struggle with the pin headers as well, or should I just do it off stream, because I really would like to have it in one of my boards like this. I have it in Chordie, it works great, it's absolutely fine, no issues. So I bought another one, I would like to check it here. I would even say that it works better than mine. All right. Okay, so we have to get to the bottom. Yet another bit swap. Okay, this one looks fine. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that this screwdriver will be so much help. So not having to strain your wrists every time is a huge help. Absolutely useful thing. Second most useful thing after the 3D printer, at least in my case. Okay, here comes the bottom plate off. So this is how it looks like. I don't know if you can see all those tiny wires over here. So this is how the keys are actually wired. Now I see I have made some mistakes over here because I shouldn't have wired it like that, like from one hole, 2 wires. The one wire should go from one hole. Maybe that's why I was having some issues with it, like some keys didn't really trigger the way it should. Why would I do it like this? I don't know, don't ask me. It has to be some junk, so I guess that's it. Okay, so let's get to desoldering. Well, I have to take everything out if I want to get to the I2C expander. Okay, it shouldn't take long, hopefully. I know I always say that, oh, it shouldn't take long. Every time we jump into CAD, this should be fast. And 2 hours later, nothing is done, stream is ending. Oh well, this is how it is. Okay, 350 on the desoldering device, let's go. Yes, 5 minutes walk, yeah, this is my... That is my team as well. Everything is 5 minutes away, actually. I have no idea what you're talking about. Nothing is ever too far to walk. Yeah, so as I was saying, look at this junk that I have made here. So, like this one, this is wired properly. So you can see there is one wire here from this hole and one wire here. But over here, there are 2 wires coming from one hole. And actually this one is touching the diode. How this even worked, I have no idea. But it worked. So I guess that's fine. It's very easy to desolder this, but when installing new keys, it's so much more difficult because you have to attach a wire to every leg. So this is, I don't know, like 40 keys plus. So it takes a while. Yeah, but the keyboard is worth it. It's my favorite keyboard right now. And I don't think I will be changing to anything else. Actually, I can't wait to have it fully fixed, fully done, so I can finally share and show how to use it. Well, it's not really stolen. I gave it away, and I wasn't expecting that it won't be coming back, because someone else also asked some time ago if he could like give it a shot, try it. So the next day the keyboard was back already. So I didn't have huge hopes. I mean, I wanted it to be in use, but yeah, in reality, it's very difficult to switch from a normal keyboard if you've been using it for quite some time to jump onto something like this when it's so customized. And I am aware that like most of the things that I find useful, not everyone might find useful, because everyone has different needs. For me, for my workflow, some keys are in perfect position, but if you are doing something else, then it might be annoying for you. Maybe some keys are like in terrible positions. Maybe Alt is on the wrong place, or maybe Shift is wrong, such things. Yeah, but I wish that this layout was, I mean, I hope this layout is universal enough that almost anyone can use it, or maybe even everyone, not almost, but everyone can use it. But if not, fear not, there is a plan to build something different, something for everyone maybe, but that's a long way into the future. For now we have to finish Chordie, but since we have no mouse encoders at home, we have to wait for a delivery. In the meantime, we can use this time to build this one. I've been meaning to build it anyway, so at least I can share on stream. Okay, and these colorful wires, these are from our encoder over here. So I think this could be reused later. I don't really have to. I hope the length will be okay, because the new keyboard that we'll be assembling, the height of the keys is different, but I made it too tall actually. I rotate everything, but I rotate too much. So now I have to change it, but that's into the future. And for now I'm okay with it. It's not that bad actually. Oh, this one wasn't even holding. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but the encoder was working fine. Yeah, this keyboard is a miracle. Like everything is wrong with it, yet it works. Okay, let's try to get the encoder out. Yeah, and this is an early design. I think I can pull it out. Oh no, not yet. Something is holding it. And what is it? Ah, okay, I think it's the cable that connects the halves. So if I get it out, we might be able to just drop the bottom PCB and call it a day. Yeah, it's kind of stuck here. Yeah. Yeah, this one is so early that I didn't even bother to make a USB connector. I just directly connect with the wire, which has its pros, because you can't disconnect the cable by accident, which supposedly kills keyboard. I never managed to kill mine. Maybe one day on the stream we can do a live test, assemble a split keyboard with maybe like one key on the side, and then just try to kill it with different combinations of TRRS cable, like the way how you connect. Because in my opinion, if you connect voltage on the pin, it should be okay, because that's the last part that goes in. So technically it shouldn't happen, and nothing should happen, but you never know. And I'm very curious, because I keep seeing those posts on Reddit that people complaining, oh, I disconnect the split cable and keyboard is dead now. Oh no, I think I have a hot glue on the pin. Okay, but that's okay, we need to get this one out, so this is gonna be tricky. There's not much space, and most probably I'm gonna burn the cable. So difficult to reach. How did I even manage to solder it in? I'm gonna either burn the side of the keyboard or the cable. Okay, first cable, no damage. Okay, let's see another one. That's the VCC. Okay, not bad, not bad. No, I can smell the wire burning, so okay, it wasn't great. Maybe clean it. Okay, I definitely burned something. Okay, and here's the victim. Let's take a look. I was right. I did burn this part. The PLA is melted already. Oh, that's fine. Nothing to be worried about. Maybe I can reach from here. Okay, not bad. All right. So that's a win for us. Okay, we have one wire holding. How did it get left behind? I have no idea. Okay. And the PCB is off. So yeah, as you can see, all these keys, they have wires sticking out. I'm not quite sure if you can see here. So there's plenty of work connecting all of this, but oh my god, this cable is kind of like completely stuck in there. All right, so this is one half. I think I will do the second half as well. Currently, I'm gonna skip this unless you want to see me removing the wires from those keys. Just let me know. It shouldn't take long actually, just like cut usually. Okay, so we have our encoder out. I hope I can use it. I don't like these wires. Okay, let's put it on the side. Give me a sec, I will just grab some water because I forgot to prepare before the stream and already ran out of fuel. I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And also along the way, I managed to pick up this. This is the ball holder for the trackball, fresh off the print bed. So are we desoldering the wires or are we not desoldering the wires? Should I make a poll on the stream? I'm not quite sure if there's enough people even watching. Let's see on Twitch. I can't even see how many people is on Twitch. Probably 0. Okay, there's only 1, so I assume it's me. And on YouTube is 1. Okay. So I guess poll makes no sense at this point. All right, where were we? So, okay, I would just remove. I have to get the controller out, and it has some wires attached to it. Yeah, I also like this approach with when the controller is not soldered in. So because I'm using I2C expanders, I don't really have to have a controller on the board. And this way, all I need to do is to just read the expanders. So I can use any controller. I can put in Pro Micro RP2040, just like with Chordie. Technically, any controller will do. Okay, so there is some glue over here. I think I will just give it some isopropyl alcohol for a while, so maybe you can remove it later. Not that I need this controller, although yeah, it might be rather useful later on. Well, technically, maybe I should just leave it. I mean, maybe I shouldn't desolder all the stuff from it, because the other PCB is kind of the same. Yeah, so if you look at it, yeah, so yeah, so technically even yeah should fit anyway. Okay, so I guess I would just leave it like that. But this glue has to go, and I think for the new one, I think I have a yeah, I have a limiter over here. There's a special opening, and there is a limiter, which I don't have here yet. Yeah, but that will be in the future stream. For now, let's just soak it. I think I will grab a cotton swab. It will be easier to put a little bit more of the alcohol like that. Okay, let's see if it helps a little. Okay, let it sit for a while. Maybe we can put some more later. Okay, so here we are. So this is what we need from this board. It's kind of dirty. Okay, Let me grab some gloves, but before I will just put some more alcohol. I will be using some of the flax, and it's very sticky, and then everything sticks, especially your fingers, which I don't really like. And whatever you touch, it becomes sticky as well. Maybe I'm just using the wrong flax. If you have a different flax to recommend, I'm open. Ideally one that doesn't need cleaning and is not sticky. Okay, so the glue is coming off already. I hope I won't pull off any of the components. Okay, yeah, all good. So I'm gonna save it. Over here. Okay. I hope this will be enough to get it out. And here comes hot air. Okay. That wasn't so bad. I can see some legs glued together. All right. Okay, so this is the old board. I definitely need a bigger desk. Okay, let's take a look. We do have some blobs, but that might be not a problem, not much. I need one more swap. Okay, let's take a look over here. Okay, this is our spot for the expander, and it looks like it has to be aligned this way. So there is this there's this dot in the upper left corner, and I have a dot over here as well. It's in the upper left as well. So I'm hoping that's gonna fit. It's kind of upside down. Let's take a look at the old one. Oh no, it's okay, it's different. Yeah. Oh well, doesn't make any difference how it's oriented. Okay, makes me wonder if I can melt anything. Nope. Okay, let's try a different way. Maybe like this. If I put some tin on one pad, like so, yeah, with this one there is a risk that it might not have a good contact. Because the tin is on the bottom. Maybe I should just let it go, because this looks like trouble later on, trying to figure out like if it connects all of the legs or not. So As you can see, there is some tin over here, and I can't really get it out. Okay, and now I lost it, which solves the issue. Okay, problem solved. Dropped it somewhere and I can't find it. So let's go with a new one. Screw the environment. It's so well taped, I can't really open it. Let's get two out. Now I should close it somehow. Maybe with a Kapton tape. Okay, looks good to me. Back into the bag. Oh, looks like I'm running short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So 4 more keyboards to build. And I am out of expanders. Okay. I'll just quickly clean the flux from the tweezers. So everything will be sticking. Okay. So where were we? We are supposed to solder in one of the I2C expanders. Okay, let's put this one fella over here. And this one, okay, I think the orientation is correct. Is it actually what I need it to be? What does it say? MCP 23017. Okay, so that's the one. The legs are straight. I really don't like soldering these diodes, and the components are fine, but when it comes to chips like this, I don't really like doing that. Wait a second, something is off. Why is it so big? That's not the one. Yeah, okay, that is interesting. Hmm. Okay, I think we have to do a very quick check. Okay, is this easy EDA? All right, so that is interesting, something I wasn't expecting. Oh my god, oh yeah. So I took out the wrong encoders. Okay. So I took out the 23017, which I have used for some other projects a long time ago. And that's not it. So actually I've been using these, which are Texas instruments. Let's take a look. No, NXP Semicon. So that's the one. Okay, I wonder if I have any. As usual, I had to miss something. Things can be easy. I can't just like come in and solder stuff. Okay, give me some time. I will jump to my bomb shelter with all the elements, and I hope I can find this. I will be right back. I have a box with different components over here. So maybe I was smart enough to put the chips here as well. Well, apparently not. I have all the capacitors, I have diodes, 3.3 diodes, I have resistors and stuff, but I can't seem to see any chips over here, which kind of sucks. Okay, let me take a look a little bit further. I will be right back. I found some chips. These are also expanders, but these are 23018. So a newer version from the one that I just pull out. Let's see if I didn't maybe mix them up together. What is that? What does it say? Okay, can't really see. Okay, these are 23018. So that is not quite what I need. Well, I hope I won't end up without any expanders that I am actually using. Let's take a look at this one. It's also 18. Okay, one more second. Okay, things are getting serious. One box and no expanders. And I'm not quite sure if I have any left, which is rather bad news today. Anyway, I have one more box to check. I will be right back. Okay, are we saved? There are some chips over here. I have no idea what it is. Let's take a look. And what is that? What are these? Okay, what does it say? I most probably won't be able to see anyway. Oh, I can't see now. Okay, looks like, yeah, looks like that's it. PD9555. Okay, so we have two over here. And we have even more over here. PD955. Okay, I guess these are the same. Not quite. One have A0, A70D, and this one has ATF1. Okay, let's take a quick look if these numbers is there any difference, or maybe this is just some packaging stuff or whatever. Where is our data sheet? We haven't opened it. Okay, so now we are using this one, as far as I know. The question is, what are those markings? Is this the same product? Okay, revision history, there should be some packaging info at the end. Okay, so this is the like general sizing, but I don't see any packaging info. Was it maybe it was at the beginning, because this is just the, let's go back. Okay, so this is ordering information. Q1, T1. Maybe the difference is just how they are packaged, because I can see some are like tube and some are standard markers MD. So it's a real. Okay, so maybe that's the difference. Let's take a closer look. ATF1, and this one says AXCC, whatever it means. ATF2, ATF1. Okay, let's ask Google. Okay, what's the name? PCA 995D, and we have ATF1. So this is the same page that we just looked. Okay, I assume there is no difference between them. It should be all the same, because I don't see any differences here. The only difference is that one is 1112 and one is 1118. I mean 118 and 112. And the difference is that 18 is a reel and 12 is a tube. And there are no other variants, so I guess it doesn't really matter what we have, as long as it fits. Okay, so good that we found it. But before, I will open the other keyboard and I will check what is the expander over there. Since we have to desolder it anyway, so that doesn't really make a difference. Okay, and the bottom is off. Okay, here there's that less stuff. It's just the encoder over here, and all the wires are here. Okay, let's take this off. So there's also a difference over here, because here the encoder is fully enclosed, but in the new one, this cap is removable. I also like to print it in white, like this stripe over here. And I also have easy access to all the cables here. I don't have to do it from the bottom, like here, like over here. I don't have to leave such a huge hole. Okay, that was easy. And now let's go with the wires. And here's the same story, like why would I go just from one opening, not two? Have I changed something? I can't really remember. Okay, that's kind of easy, goes fast. Okay, I think I got all the wires out. Okay, there's still infrared over here. So let's do it now. I remember I have used very thick, it's not even a wire, it's these are the legs from the original diode. So that's gonna be difficult to bend. Okay, this one is out. Okay, these are out as well, and one more to go. Okay, also wasn't that bad. Okay, so can we take it out now? Okay. I'm gonna just push the wire in so I can desolder it easily. Okay, so the PCB is out. Let's put this away. Okay, let's take a look at this expander. What is it actually? What does it say? All those etched letters, I can't really see anything. I think it's this way. "955". Okay, I assume that all PD, what's the name? PD 9555 are the same, because this one has even completely different markings. Okay, so let's put it aside and back to our PCB. Let's take one at random. I hope it's gonna work. Oh, if not, it's not difficult to change, but technically these should be all the same. There shouldn't be any difference between them. Lucky that I managed to find any. And even more lucky that the the MCP 23017 was different size and it didn't fit. Otherwise I would have soldered in, and most probably pins are not compatible. So that would be a mystery why the keyboard is not working. Okay, tell me. Okay, it holds. Okay, so we have two options now. I can continue with this thin soldering wire, but I also have something different. Which is this soldering paste. I wonder which one was opened before. And the space is very nice. Okay, this one was opened. I think I will go with it. Oh my god, I have such a nice positioning this time around. Hardly happens, but all the legs are perfectly in the center. Okay, that's something to be proud of. It doesn't seem to be coming out. And I wonder what is the reason for that. Has it solidified a little? It hasn't been used in a while. And I wonder if it's still any good. Okay, one more try. Okay, maybe. It's kind of thin. I wonder if the PCB holder come handy. Okay. Let's take a look. Looks good on this side. How about here? Okay, seems to be fine. Okay, we're gonna find out soon when we connect everything. All right, so where are we next? Okay, we can do the diodes, I suppose. How many there are? Looks like it's 25. Okay. Well, actually, maybe I'll be just picking them off one by one. It might be faster. If I only had more space on the desk. So the direction is important. So there's this tiny stripe. I must probably only be able to see. There's this tiny stripe on the right side, and it has to align with this line over here. And usually when I design the PCB, I try to have all the diodes in the same direction. So sometimes you don't really need to look at the line on the PCB, you know which way they all are. But you still have to check the line on the diode if it aligns. Maybe I should switch to using bigger diodes, not, I think these are 08, 05? No, it's SO123, so I think it's a different size. But you can buy bigger ones. Should be easier to look at and to determine the size. And I don't think it would be that much of an issue when designing the PCB that they're gonna use more space, most probably not. Okay, so far it's looking good. Yeah, what did I say about having the same direction? Oh well, these are not the same direction. Yeah, but I guess it was easier to design like this, so you have to forgive me. Okay, not so bad, not so bad. Okay, so I think I have all the keys done for now. I don't like this dirt around the expander. Maybe I can clean it a little. Okay, much better. Okay, seems like all of them are in the correct direction. Okay, I missed two, 1 and 2. Okay. And one more. Okay, how about now? Okay, so we have only these 3 left over here. But they are different orientation. They are facing left. Okay. Okay, looks correct. So now I can continue and I can do the remaining leg because we only connect one leg and now it's time for the other. So this is how you should solder surface mount components. If you're just using like a soldering iron, just put the solder on one pad, then you can align properly the element, solder it in, and then once everything is in place, you can come back and do the other pad, and you have the element fixed already because it's holding on one pad. Okay, let's take a look how it went. I don't think I missed any. Yeah, everything seems fine. So what we have left, we have over here 10K resistor. This one we will connect maybe sometime later, just with a wire. Maybe that will be the last thing. Okay, so this and we have 10K here. Actually two 10K more, because these are the pull-up resistors over here for the I2C. And we have 100 nano capacitor. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 10K resistors. Okay, I have 10K 5% and 10K 1%. I don't think it makes much difference. But okay, let's go maybe with 1%. Okay, I said 4. I think it was 4. Luckily, resistors have no polarity, so it doesn't matter how we solder them in. They're gonna work. Unless we burn them to a crisp, then they might not work. Okay, so we have the 2 for the I2C pull-up, and there's one more. I think it was for the reset switch pull-up, probably. Because I think the reset will trigger when it's low, so it's not pulled up, it might be triggering. I think that was one of my early mistakes with one of my first PCBs, that I left the reset switch so-called dangling, so it wasn't connected either to ground nor to VCC via pull-up resistor. So the board would like sometimes work, sometimes won't work, because it was resetting on its own randomly. Okay, and one more 10K goes here to the diode. Well, actually, this is for the opto transistor from the sensor. So it's a pull up to VCC from the collector, I guess. So this is where we get the signal. When we put the finger on, it will open the transistor. This will pull it to the ground, and then we have an output that we can use on our keyboard. Okay, now I can do the other leg. Well, maybe let's take a look first if everything is correct. I mean, if this solid joint is acceptable. Well, it's not. Now it looks better. Okay, so I have a 10K here and 10K here. Okay, these look okay to me, as well as this one. Not sure if you can see. Okay, so I will just finish them off, and then we have the capacitor. And I think that will be done with this part for now. Okay, looks good. Alright, so now let's find 100 nano, was it? Yes, 100 nano capacitor. Okay, so the capacitors are here. 100 nano is over here. This is 1 micro, 10 nano, 10 micro. I also have the accuracy of all of these, but for 100 nano I have only one type. Well, they don't need to be super accurate. Any will do, actually, because these are only for the power. So if there's like a drop in power, the capacitor will hold it. So if it's a little bit bigger because of the accuracy, then it's okay. Maybe less okay if it's smaller than what's on the spec, but yeah, it still should be enough. Probably these are not even necessary because there's so little elements here. There's no RGB or anything like that. So we could be even able to just get away without it, but it's a good practice to put them. That kind of sticks oddly. Okay, it's a bit better now. Still not great, but not terrible. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, doesn't look too bad. Expander seems to be sitting well. Okay, all the diodes are in correct place and we have solder everywhere. Okay, I guess there are no more components left. Or maybe I can just put some tin on this since I'm here already. Okay, so far so good. So we have our right side done, which is great. I guess next stream on Wednesday we will do the left side. I have it here, so I can just remove this because we won't be needing this template for now, only at the end. I'm gonna cheat a little in the next episode and I'm gonna use hot air and soldering paste. This should speed up everything greatly, unless we end up having a lot of elements to rework. Well, actually the diode should be fine. The only issue I'm usually having is with the chips like this one, like the expander. So this might need some more love at the end, but that should be fine. Yeah. So we're gonna do that in the next episode. We're gonna solder the left side, and I think by then we should be also able to do the keys as well. Yeah, technically we do have the shell already. I have to just find the switches somewhere in the depths on my bags and different containers. Yeah, and we should be able to do that in the next episode as well. So we should be technically 75% done, but no promises as usual. And if it happens that we have to go back to CAD for whatever reason, this means there will be nothing done anyway. Okay, so with this, I'm gonna say goodbye today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did enjoy a lot. It's fun soldering stuff, especially when everything seems to be working. Yeah, bye bye Ruda Brody. Thanks for joining. Glad to have you on the stream. Okay, be back on Wednesday. We're gonna continue. And for now, for today, thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest, good evening, good afternoon. If you have to go to work, sorry, but okay. Anyways, I digress. Thanks for watching, and I see you on next one. Bye bye.